we are born into a family where there are roles assigned to us: the mother, the father, the firstborn, the middle child, the youngest. It's interesting because the roles that get assigned to us or that we're born into, there are specific things that we learn how to fulfill that role. A lot of that we learn from our parents. It's great if the roles tend to be functional, or we're taught the appropriate ways to do the roles, and the roles fit the way we are naturally. Parents obsess over the firstborn and want to get everything right. The firstborn usually tends to be a leader type. The parents have more expectations of the firstborn as compared to the middle child. With the middle child, they're more relaxed. They know that the first one turned out well enough into the work world, or when we begin to belong to communities, for example, when we go to school or work, we tend to take on roles that we are comfortable with. If we're comfortable in taking over and being a leader, we do that role. If we're comfortable being the peacemaker or the mediator, we'll take on that role. And it's so important to be conscious of the roles we take on, because sometimes we automatically take on a role that we're comfortable in. I happen to be a middle child, so the role I'm comfortable in is being a mediator, or not having the willpower of the firstborn and the kind of like, that great desire and wanting something, not like the youngest child, which got spoiled and a little bit more entitled. And again, we're going a little by generalizations. When I go into communities, work, and school, I tend to take on the role of the mediator. I'm good at it. But if I get stuck in the role and don't explore other roles, I'm always in between. I don't get to insist on what I want or let people take care of themselves and communicate to one another. I subconsciously take on the role of being in between. It's interesting because we might be good at the roles we take on in communities, but it's also good to be conscious of it and try on other roles so that we get more well-rounded in our experience and take perspectives of other roles. I know that in my work situation, which I've been in since 2003, I was able to take on roles in my work community that was more functional or healthier than I did in my family. I'm able to take on roles of leadership, for example, that I didn't necessarily take on in my family. It's good to explore that side and have a more functional way of doing it as opposed to a dysfunctional way. Take a look at the communities you belong to, whether it's a spiritual community, friends, the organizations you belong to, and see what roles you take on. Feel free to explore, other roles that you were maybe not familiar with or afraid to take on, to expand your experience.